Hello everyone and welcome to a chat with the jury. This is the second episode of a series during which we're going to meet all the jury members of Tractor of the Year. Last week we met 5 of them, and in case you missed the first episode, you can always watch it on our social media channels. Today we're going to meet another group of 5 of the 26 professional journalists part of the jury. And in the coming episodes we're going to meet all the others. So for today, let me welcome to Marija Antanaskovic, Claus Mayer, Stefano Agnellini, Magne Tøsse, and Engeler. Hello guys, good to see you. So today we're going to give some insights from your point of view. And to do that, we have 3 very easy questions for you. So ladies first, and let's start with Marija Antanaskovic. Can you tell us where are you from and some details about your magazine?
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm from Serbia, actually for Novi Sad, it is capital town if you speak about agriculture in Serbia. I'm represent newspaper Poljoprivrednik. It's mean farmer on English language, and we are the oldest magazine this type in Serbia. We exist 65 years, and also we are most important, I can say. We have a lot of topics in our newspaper. We writing about plant production, fruit production, animal husbandry, ecological agriculture techniques, of course, agroeconomists and other important topics for agriculture.
Okay, thank you, Maria. Same question goes to Claus. Where are you from and something about your magazine?
Hey Fabio, hey everyone. I work for the magazine Traction, which is relatively new. We publish it online and about 20,000 print copies in Germany, Austria and Switzerland. We're a pure farm machinery journal. Our readers are mostly professional farmers and contractors. And of course, we do a lot of online publishing as well.
Same question goes to Stefano. Stefano, where are you from and something about your magazine?
Hello Fabio, hello to everyone. I'm Stefano Agnellini from Italy and I am the editor of Trattori magazine. Our magazine was born more than 20 years ago in 1997. At that time it was the only publication completely dedicated to tractors and agricultural machinery. Even today it is a benchmark for farmers, contractors and of course agricultural mechanics company with over 30,000 readers. Trattori has evolved into a full media platform with a dedicated website, trattoriweb.com, a weekly newsletter, and a strong presence on the major social media platform.
Thank you, Stefano. Let's go to Magne Tosse.
I work for the Norwegian magazine Bedre Gardsdrift, in English Better Farming. We are the biggest farm machinery magazine in Norway. We are going out to about 14,000 readers. We deliver 10 magazines a year. Every year we visit a lot of farmers all over Norway to broadcast their smart solutions in their everyday farming. We are writing a lot about farm machinery and some about buildings and economics.
All right, thank you, Per. Last but not least, Engeler. Tell us where are you from and something about your magazine.
Hello, everyone. I'm representing Switzerland in the jury of Tractor of the Year, and I'm editor-in-chief and director of the magazine Schweizer Landtechnik. Perhaps you can see it. This is the German version we are publishing under the name Schweizer Landtechnik. We have also a French edition called Technique Agricole. 3/4 of the total circulation of about 20,000 issues are produced in German, and the other part, a quarter, in French. Both magazines are specialized in farm machinery. We are writing from milking robots, milking machines, to tractors, until combines and choppers. The magazine is more than 80 years old, mainly active in Switzerland, with a little part in Germany, Austria and France.
All right, thank you, Roman. Now let's fly back to Serbia. Let's go to Marija. So Marija, can you give us some little insight about the farm sector in your country, such as how many farms do you have there, how big is the average farm, and what are the main crops in your country?
Okay, I don't have fresh data because last year was, pandemic and we miss agriculture consensus. I have officially data from 2012. That was the last agriculture census, and we have a average of farm about 5.4 hectares per farms. It is small, but exists a big difference if you look other parts of country. Exist also farms with a couple of thousand hectares on one side, and other side we have farms with small parcels per one or less surface. If we speak about agriculture production in Serbia, is most important is corn. Actually, Serbia is 10th exporter corn in world, and we have producer about 7.35 million tons per year. Also, wheat and soya, no GMO soya is very important. I can say also in last 10 years and a little more, we have a big expansion of orchard, special apple, and now we are the biggest exporter in Russia Federation, and from 2019 we have producer of apple about 500,000 tons, and also raspberry and plum is very important production for us. And also we have a big difference in type of soil. If you look north and other parts of country, in Vojvodina soil is very good quality, and we have a yield very good. We have actually about 3.5 million hectare arable land.
All right, thank you, Maria. Now let's fly to a completely different place. Same question goes to Klaus. Give us some insights of the pharma industry in your country, in Germany, actually.
Pleasure. I would say it's a very diverse set of farms here. We have an average farm size of about 30 hectares down in the south. And then we have some really huge farms in eastern Germany where the average size is about hundreds of hectares. It's about 1/3 of the farming area here is pasture, 2/3 are cropland. And the most important types of crops are, of course, wheat and other grains, and of course, corn.
All right, thank you, Klaus. Now let's fly to the south of Europe. Let's go to Italy, and the same question goes to Stefano. So some insights about the Italian market.
Italy is very famous for fashion, tourism, and food, but it is also an agricultural country that has over 1,500,000 farms. As Maria said before, many of these are small, especially in the areas of central Italy and southern Italy. And in fact, the average area of farm does not reach 10 hectares. In Italy, practically everything is cultivated. Biodiversity is one of the main advantages of our country from the north to the south. But as in the most place in Europe, the main crop in Italy is cereals. More than 3 million hectares of land are devoted to their cultivation. Among cereals, the primacy belongs to wheat, both by area of cultivation and by quantity of production, followed by corn, barley, rice, and oats. Mechanization is obviously very widespread. Let's not forget that in Italy are located many of the tractors and agricultural machinery world's leading company. Currently, about 20,000 of new tractors are sold per year.
All right, thank you, Stefano. And now let's fly to the north of Europe. Let's go to Magne Tosse in Norway. So give us some insight about the farm industry in your country.
In Norway, we have about 38,000 farms in total. About 10,000 of them are doing cereals. The best climate in Norway you find in the east side of the country and some in the middle. Our conditions are much like Finland. We are living up in the north, and the temperature, the climate is not suitable for maize, for example. Most of the Norwegian farmers, approximately 28,000, are doing some animal production. Some have pigs, some have chicken, but many of them have sheep and cows. Especially milk cows is the economically important sector in Norway. The Norwegian farmer is quite modern, so in these days over 50% of milk is produced by robots in Norway.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Now let's go to Roman Engeler. So some information about the farm sector in your country. How big is the average farm there? How many farms do you have there? And what are the main crops in Switzerland?
In Switzerland, we have an agriculture with small structures. We have about 50,000 farms. 35,000 are professional farmers. The rest has in addition another profession. The average surface of a farm is a little bit more than 25 hectares. The most part of the farms are mixed farms, have animals, especially milking cows and crop production. The main crops are wheat, barley, corn, and then potatoes and sugar beets. We have also an agriculture in the hills and mountains until to 2,500 meters above the sea level. That's very important for Switzerland, that we can keep a settlement of this region and maintain the fields and meadows there, especially for the touristic and the skiing in the winter.
All right. Thank you, Roman. Thank you guys for this interesting journey from the north to the south of Europe. So now it's time for the last question for you. And let's go back to Marija Antanaskovic. So Marija, as part of the jury, you have the chance to see the evolution of tractors. So what do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
I can say that engine and transmission on highest level, and I don't expect the revolution in that parts, in that segments of tractors. Maybe we can expect revolution if we speak about new fuel, new kind of fuel, maybe synthetics or hydrogen and other things. Also, I expect a lot of electricity drive on tractor, but not for a large tractor. You problem with battery and other things. And also maybe we can expect something new with tires. I don't know. Tires is very important, and we can expect maybe something new. But yes, I expect more tractors with autonomy and remote control and more electricity. And yeah, maybe a lot of driver of tractor lost job for 10 years.
Okay, thank you, Marija. Now let's fly back to Germany, and same question goes to Claus Mayer. So how do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
I think your last question is the toughest. I mean, I do have one thing on my wish list, which is for manufacturers to make them easier to understand, because they already have a lot of great features, especially the electronics have really moved ahead. We're about 5 years ahead of the automotive sector, I think. But also, when we go to field tests and we talk to farmers and operators, we always see they don't use like probably at least half of the features that the tractors already have on board. So for all these electronic features, I think manufacturers now have to make sure that you can actually easily access them and use them, because most tractors are really ready to drive almost autonomously. You just have to know how. And the other thing is, like, when we look at the few autonomous tractors that are now sort of, getting ready to be sold and going to market, they tend to be rather small. And I think maybe the more autonomous the tractors become, the more there will be a trend back towards, smaller areas being farmed individually, and also machines that go with it to be smaller once again. But we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Thank you, Klaus. Now let's go back to Italy. Let's talk to Stefano. Stefano, you are in the TOTI jury from the beginning. So you definitely have been watching the evolution of tractors. So the same question goes to you. How do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
It's an hard question. We will see. I think that in order to see autonomous and agri-robot tractors work really in the field, it will probably take more than 10 years. Despite the progress, it's very fast. the look of the tractor will still be similar to the one of today, I think. There will be less and less use of diesel and more solution based on renewable energies, from electricity to methane, hydrogen, I don't know, maybe something else. New digital and smart function will surely be designed to increase production in a sustainable way.
All right, thank you, Stefano. Same question goes to Per Magne Tosse in Norway. How do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
Until now, we have seen a fantastic development on drivers' environment and things like that. And from now, in the future, we will see more autonomous tractors. I think until now, we have seen a fantastic development on cabs and the driver's environment. But from now, the driver will leave the tractor. And we will see much more alternative fuels like electricity, maybe some other things. But the tractor will be more lightweight and smaller, and they will do the work on their own in the future, I think.
All right, thank you, Per. Again, same question to Roman in Switzerland. From your point of view, how do you think tractors will be like in the future?
I think we have different trends in the development of tractors. One part is driven by the manufacturers itself. New parts, new sensors, etc. will make the tractor better and more efficient concerning the consume of fuels and the final quality of the work in the field. Another part is of the trend is driven by the society and the politics. New regulations, especially in the direction of more sustainability with alternative drives such as electric, hydrogen, methane and other more. Then we have a trend in the direction of more digitalization, which means that the tractors become more and more connected, can use as a data collector and a data receiver too. Concerning the power, I think that with 500 horsepower we have reached a limit which can't be topped by a standard tractor. As in the cars, support systems will give to a tractor and to his drivers more freedom and more safety. But I think really full autonomous tractor has to wait still some years.
All right, thank you, Roman. Thank you, guys. I think that the future will be very interesting to see, and for sure we're gonna be here to see what will happen. Right, so thank you, guys. Thank you for this general overview from very different perspectives and very different point of views. So here we are. This is the end of the second episode of a Chat with the Jury. So stay tuned to meet all the jury members of Tractor of the Year, and stay tuned to find out all the news about TOTI 2022. Thank you.